It was April 23rd when I planted my seedlings in a germinating tray. I used soil for seedlings. I put 2 seeds in every box. My purpose was to make sure there's at least one can survive. And 2 is not a crowd for nutrients. Since the temperature that time was still cold, I used germinating mat. How I made the trellis. I used plant stake and zip ties on my trellis. But later on, I changed the zip ties with a wire. Because zip ties are plastic, it cannot stand the hot weather. It became brittle and broke. The distance between the 2 stakes were 10 inches. Five days after I planted the seeds began to sprout. Seven days after I planted, most of them are already out. I then put it under the sun to make them stronger. 11 days after I planted, the bitter gourd looks greener and stronger. It was this day that I transplanted the bitter gourd into the ground. My mistake was that I watered them the day before. That is the reason why the soil separates from the roots once you pull them. Another mistake is that I should have prepared the hole with compost before pulling the bitter gourd from the seedling tray. hole wasn't ready for planting. I forgot that process. In case you notice that there are already bitter gourd plants. These are the seeds that fell last year. There was a time that I missed some of the fruits, because it was hidden. The fruits got ripe and the seeds fell into the ground. The next day, I checked the seedlings that I planted. They are all alive. Don't be surprised if you see those big plants already. They are the one that I was telling you that fell into the ground last year. "68 days after I planted, my bitter gourd became big and occupied the whole trellis. It was also this time that I noticed the first male flower. Once you see the male flower, this is a sign that you can prune your bitter gourd. Pruning is the process to cut the tips of the plants so it will produce more stems. You can also remove some of the leaves so it will not concentrate giving nutrients to the leaves. Don't worry with the parts that you are removing. You can eat it. You can get the same nutrients and benefits that you get with the fruit. You can eat it whatever way you want. You can eat raw or cooked. This was how it looked like after I pruned the plant. "69 days of my bitter gourd when I fertilized the plant. My fertilizer was organic. Once you see the male flower, it is a sign that the plant will need more nutrients to produce fruit soon. So this is the best time to fertilize the plant. It was 72 days when I saw the first female flower. Female flowers are the one that makes fruits once it's pollinated. At this stage, it is important to pollinate the female flower. You can either do it manually, or you can let the nature do it for you. Bees and some insects can help you pollinate the female flower. It is this stage that your plant needs more nutrients, preferably potassium and phosphorus. I already put organic fertilizer, but I added bone meal for more phosphorus. Phosphorus is essential for the general health and vigor of the plant. It was 84 days when I harvested the first fruits of my bitter gourd. "91 days from the time I planted, my bitter gourd continued to grow more and produce more flowers and fruits. I continued to prune to promote aeration and growth. In this way, more stems will produce more fruits. These were the fruits that week. There were 17 fruits that time. 96 days from the time I planted. My bitter gourd had a lot of fruits. I think it was because the temperature was perfect for the plant. The plant was so green and healthy. There were 18 fruits that time. As usual, I pruned the plant that time after harvesting. Every time I see that the plant is becoming thicker, I usually prune them. This was how it looks like after extensive pruning. I have to do this so the plant will not concentrate supplying the extra leaves for nutrients. Instead, the plant will give the nutrients to the fruits that are developing. And see how it was so clear to see the fruits. It cannot be hidden by the leaves. It will be easier to find them for harvesting. "103 days from the time I planted, my bitter gourd continued to produce fruits. Thanks for the pruning a week before. It was so easy to find the fruits and was easy to harvest." There were 13 fruits that week. After harvesting, I again pruned the plant because the stems were again too long. There's no limit for pruning. Pruning every week is actually beneficial with the plant because it improves aeration. That's all for now. There will be a part 2 of this video because it is too long for one. I hope you will watch it. Thank you for watching. Press subscribe and share to support my channel. Press the bell button to be notified with my upcoming videos. Thank you.